Hey, how's it going, guys? I've decided it's time. I'm gonna go through every single one of my monsters and tell you how I've built them, but more importantly, how I should have built them and how you should build them. Um, it's gonna take me a couple of weeks, but, um, we're gonna get through all of them, every single one. So, let me just pull up the list right here. Today we're going to be talking about specifically my first Nat 5. I felt like that would be a good place to start because I'm probably just going to work my way through the Nat 5s first. They're where most of my higher rune quality is, so it'll make me feel a little more comfortable talking to you guys about them, rather than like, hey, look at my garbage Tark with 200 speed and 0 crit rate, because he's ruined for world boss. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, without further ado, oh man, now I've just clicked away from it. There she is. Cool. Alright, here's my Seara. Obviously, I had to get the transmog because, well, look at that. It's sweet. Trying to, there you go. You can get. I'm trying to show the armor piece on her shoulder, and it's not working. But when you can look closer at it, it's really cool. Anyway, now that we're done checking out Seara's butt, check out those stats. This is my pride and joy. My rune quality is a little bit lower than some of the other people in the reviews list, but it's still probably my highest rune quality monster. I have a couple of grindstones I need to throw on that. This is a brand new rune I got 2 days ago. And same goes for this one. Like 2 days ago, this was a violent rune and this was a will rune, and they were both 5-star and they were both garbage. So, I gotta work on that a little bit still, but other than that, I'm actually very proud of how the Seara is built. She has an insane amount of HP for the amount of attack and amount of speed that she has, and I still managed to keep the 84% accuracy when I rebuild her. My only concern is her crit rate's a little low. Now, I guess we should probably talk about why some of these stats are important. So her auto attacks. This is why the crit rate matters. When she lands a crit, she gets a 15% attack bar increase on 3 hits. That's better than Verd on himself. That's half of her attack bar is back just by hitting an auto attack and landing all 3 crits. It happens more often than it should at a 33% crit rate. Attribute advantage helps. Obviously, that puts you up to a 48%, which means you should be landing 1 or 2 of the 3. But the number of times I watch her land all 3 crits on the auto attack is absolutely mind-boggling. But anyway, this is the semi-important part of Seara. So she inflicts a dot for 2 turns on the target enemy, and sets up a bomb to blow up after 2 turns. Instantly gains another turn after using this skill. That bit of the skill didn't used to exist, and also bombs didn't used to stun. She received a monster buff when they decided to actually make her viable. They broke her. And they haven't fixed her since, and I'm okay with it. This is the reason people use Seara. Attacks all enemies and immediately sets off all the bombs on the target. The target being all enemy targets. AoE detonate. Carrick eat your heart out. And then of course, she has to have a 24% speed lead that has no restrictions anywhere. Come on, come to us. It was a terrible idea, but thank you. So anyways, this is the loadout. This is how I've built her, is the Vile Revenge setup, but some of the better ones I've seen, some, have been Swift, I've seen Fatal, I have seen Despair Revenge, because that's Cancer, and she plants way too many bombs. I debated building Nemi myself, but I like the turn-taking engine in the Vio, especially in PvP. But we'll take a look at that in a few. Now, the reason people run Despair is obviously you're auto-attacking over and over and over and over again, and you're just doing things, and you're stunning people. And then you're planting bombs, and then they detonate, and they stun them again. And then her third skill is an AoE that does damage, thereby having a 20% stun rate on everything. Plus the bomb detonate. It feels a little redundant to me, but when you're running 35k to 40k HP, it doesn't matter. And the kicker, the big thing, you see this right here, this what are we at? 2044 attack. Her multiplier on her bombs is 7. 7 times whatever that is the amount of damage she will consistently be doing. So mine does 14k. If you have no runes on her, you're still doing about half that. That means you can dump whatever you want into whatever you want, and you're still going to be doing at least 5k damage on the bombs. So you happen to get a 6-star first slot. See where I'm going with this? All of a sudden you're doing 7k damage? It doesn't matter what else you put on her, because the rest of the stats are just fun. You're still killing things. And to that, we're going to go kill some things with Seara. I've used Seara in a number of occupations, but I think the first PvE thing I did with her was just before I got Lynn. I was running her in my Giants team, and I don't honestly know if this team will run. I've never tried this exact team before. The only reason I don't like her in dungeons, specifically in Giants, is her animations actually slow the run down. Now, after that, I was running her Necro. Like, she was in my staple Necro team. I was running her 100 times a day, 3 days a week, because the rest of the time I was farming dragons. I've used her in R5, I have used her in RTA, I have used her in Special Leagues, I have used her in Guild Wars, Guild Siege, you name it. Seara fits the bill, and her leader skill shows that. Just look at that damage. Now, the big worry about using her in Giants, obviously, is the triple hit on the auto attack, because, well, if you Vio proc and auto attack twice, the boss counterattacks, because that's 6 out of the 7 hits. And she's not going first. Makes it a little bit sketchier than I'd like, and that's the big reason I don't run her. I mean, Lynn is... you just can't compare to Lynn, so that's why she's in there instead. But yeah, her turn-taking engine is honestly why I don't run her in this, which is funny because it's why I run her everywhere else. I wonder if this is actually going to clear right now. Yep, there it is, double bomb. Cool, it still works. Minute 23, I mean, as you can see, that's nothing special. But it works, and it's under 2 minutes, which is a big thing for a lot of people. I'm not going to run her in Dragons. She's a winged monster. It would be a little sketchy, and I don't have the time to sit down and try to manual that out. But I guarantee you there is a way you can make that work. The Dragon Boss has actually quite a decent amount of defense, so ignoring it helps. The issue is he actually has more HP than either of the bosses, I believe. So like your Lins, your Sigs, your what have you, actually will do more damage overall just because he has a higher base HP. Now Necro, on the other hand, is fairly unique in that it has very little actual HP. If you can manage to ignore the defense, it's done. And that's part of the point of Seara, and I'm sure we'll see that. Now, obviously, when I was running her originally, I did not have the twins. I believe I was running Sierra Xiao, Colleen, Panda Hua, maybe? If it wasn't Hua, it was Ethna. And I know that's a little unattainable even for you some Sierra owners, but the only important thing there is that she has 2 hits on the second skill and that she has 5 or 6 hits on the third skill. I can't remember right now. But it's just the hits to break through that shield. That's the only significant thing about Ethna in the team. And the cool thing is, if even since the shield is up and Seara will miss that bomb, she's guaranteed that extra turn, which gives you 3 hits every time. The downside is she will try to use the detonate if there's a bomb on him, regardless of whether or not the shield's down. But Seara taking 3 turns in a row does slow the team down a substantial amount. Wow. That was a lot of damage really fast. Yeah, 2 minutes even. That's not as fast as I would like. Just because she takes so many turns. Oop. Now I also think I made mention of running her in R5, so we'll go ahead and show that off real quick. That'll be another, like, 3-minute run, because my R5 team is very slow. But it works, and I know it works, and it's always worked, so I can show that off a little bit too. Man, I look tired. I didn't even notice. I was up all night crying about my triplicate Perna. Yeah, for those of you not in my guild. Oh wait, we gotta put Seara in and ready up. Oh, he switched his leader skill back. Darn it. Alright, well, we're running somehow without a crit rate leader skill, I think. Anyway, yeah, so for those of you who aren't in my guild and wouldn't have seen this, yeah, I pulled a 3rd Perna off stones the other day. It's my 2nd Perna in a row. I have not gotten another Nat 5 since moving into this apartment. I'm a little frustrated with it. Wow, those debuffs mount quick. Ta da 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 da. Yeah, I don't know what's up with me today. I am going to try to do a couple of these just this week, though. So if you guys stick around, hit that subscribe button, whatever. I have quite a lot of monsters to review in my own And I have some really special stuff I need to review on a couple of our guildies accounts, including a couple of LD Nat 5s. So if you guys have any of those laying around and you may be wondering how the hell everybody else builds them because the reviews on them are always garbage, come peek around. We've got a couple ideas for a couple of them. I know we want to do Meg's Dark Panda. We want to do a Light Lightning Emperor. We're going to take a look at a Zareth. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take us a minute to get there, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if only I could just pull an LD Nat 5 to review on my own account, right? Man, I should have turned some music on before I got playing. Didn't even think about it. See, the only Oracle I'm missing now really is Juno. I mean, unless you want to go as far as to say Gianna and Lima, but I'll get them eventually. I've had so many, like, weird middle of the night, like, waking up moments where I've been like, did I just pull Gianna? Nah, I couldn't have. And then I'll check and be like, yeah, I knew I'd be disappointed. I don't know why I looked. Or, like, you fall asleep hitting World Boss, and you think you dropped an LD, and suddenly there's a Lima in your account. And then you wake up, and you're still hitting World Boss. And there you have it, guys. Seara and R5 with only 2 leader skills instead of 3. And yeah, like I said, 3-minute run. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sell that. Nope. Because now we're gonna go actually stomp on some chillins. Where we at on time? 3, okay. Let's take a look at Arena. This is my AD right now. Talking about those oracles. Seara tends to scare the shit out of people. I don't know why. She's fairly easily countered. But she scares the hell out of people, and I mean, they don't like it. I have 100% defense rate right now. Granted, fighter 1, and I clearly don't belong here, but 1 out of 1 defenses. That's better than I've ever had in my past, and I just set this week. But, who's the first guy? Oh, we can definitely take this. Alright, so to show off how most people use Seara in an AO, here we are. Now, normally you're not going to want to run Tank Seara for this, but I had a thought recently. If your bomber has enough attack, does Seara need any? I don't believe she does. Because the bomber, he can stack all the damage up on those bombs, and all Seara's got to do is detonate. And we're going to show you what I mean real quick, I think. So we plant the bomb. Since we've got the bombs from Dover, they all die. Oh, somehow this Rika's still hanging out. Pretty straightforward. There are a couple other ways that I've seen her used, but I would absolutely say this is the most common, with a strip, an attack bar booster, and a Kobold bomber. Or Liebly. Liebly is God. I don't have Liebly. I wish I had Liebly. I got Dover instead, and I'm alright with that. it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense just to go down the list and show you the same exact team over and over again. We can, however, switch to... Oh, hey, RTA's open. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, let's throw us in a ranking battle. Let's see, Agaro. I have to pick the Seara. I have to pick the Seara because that's what we're showcasing. It's necessary. Oh, and this guy already hard counters me. That's fun. Alright, we'll go Helena Perna. Dirty. Their only immunity really is Harmonia, though. So they're gonna ban Tiana. And I'll run them through with Okeanos. But do I ban Harmonia or do I ban Raccoony? I think I ban Raccoony, I reset Harmonia. They banned my Perna. Wow, okay. Didn't want me killing their Dark Sylphin. I guess. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. I'd have banned the hell out of Tiana. Take that attack bar booster. Well, their Garo's fast. I mean, not fast enough, but their Garo's fast. And we set up the bomb on Harmonia, and we auto attack over here. And then we reset Harmonia, and we stun the Garo. Triple hit, kills him. Probably should have switched forms. Yep, because now she's going to kill Helena. Nope, went for the Seara. Wasn't quite enough damage. Let's see, yep, take her out. Shoot for the Vioproc. Man, no crits either. Stun? No stun. Alright, but she dies. She dies for sure. Didn't even need the bomb. And we win. But honestly, like, this is how I use Seara in RTA. You plant the bomb, you use the auto attacks to get another turn so that you can plant another bomb and potentially stun 2 people. Or you stun them, set the bomb up, use the auto attack, wait for next turn, their bomb's down to 1 turn, but you have another up. So you plant another bomb, first bomb goes off, they don't get a turn. They Vioproc, second bomb goes off, they still don't get a turn. And usually at that point they're dead, because who's taking 28k damage? Nobody. Not anybody you'd be targeting with Seara. But yeah, I think that's about all I've got for you guys today. But we will be doing more monster reviews. If you guys have any specific requests of one we do maybe sooner than later, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. We'll catch you next time.